Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading called What Needs to Be Done in Order to Accomplish Your Dreams. This was actually a suggestion from a subscriber, so thank you to the person who suggested this topic. I think it is so on point right now. At the time that I'm doing this reading, it is the end of summer for a lot of people here on the planet. And as we head back into a different season and the energy kind of shifts to push us more to focus on our goals and our dreams and a little bit less on rest and relaxation, this is the perfect time to think about what needs to be done in order to accomplish your dreams. Now, if you're finding this reading after it's already been posted, maybe after in a different season, this is a timeless reading, so you can participate whenever you want and still get a great message. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. There could be parts of it that resonate with you and parts of it that don't. Always trust your own inner guidance and your own intuition above all else. My intention with this reading is just to uplift you and help show you how it actually is very easy to accomplish your dreams if you couple your logic with your intuition, following your heart, being willing to take risks, but also taking calculated risks and allowing yourself to make a plan and take those little baby steps. It's all about building the momentum here with your dreams, okay? So if you'd like to receive a message, go ahead and choose a number 1, number 2, or number 3, and go ahead and choose a card. So we have number 1 here. Choose the card that resonates with you the most. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I'll hold them all up together so you can see them together to see which one pops out for you. Once you have chosen your card, you can fast forward to your timestamp. If you would like to see the timestamps to fast forward, head to the comments below where my lovely subscribers help me by posting the timestamps. If you're new here, it might surprise you to find out I have really bad dyslexia, especially when it comes to numbers. And so I just always mix up those numbers, and my subscribers just started correcting me in the comments below. And now it's kind of a tradition that you guys help me with those timestamps. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your help with that. And I'm excited to see you guys in a moment to see what message you get. So for those of you guys who choose number 1, here is your message. So this is the card that you chose, and this is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a message that right now you're at a place in your life where you're able to find stability. You have, or you will soon have, enough resources to do whatever you want, whatever you wish. I see inheritances coming in or funding coming. So maybe this is a message to you that first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the resources come. It's telling you not to hold back on your plans or on your dreams because you're worried about money or you're worried about the resources. There are ways for you to be able to move forward even if you don't have all the things that are on your supply list. For instance, when I first started this channel, honestly, all I had was just like my cell phone. That was it. I didn't even have a tripod. So for some of my earliest videos, you'll notice that I'm just holding my camera and it's all shaky. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, I'm dizzy. Can you like do something else for your filming style? But I didn't let that stop me. I worked, and once I was able to get a tripod and more equipment, then I made it happen, you know? So sometimes you just gotta go out on a limb and let go of perfectionism and just make what you gotta make or do what you gotta do, even if it's not 100% correct. I think that's one of the biggest things sometimes that holds us back from our dreams, is that we hold ourselves to such a high standard that we don't want to let people see us start at the bottom. Me, coming from a background of fashion styling and working in like graphic design and, you know, working with people who did photography and cinematography, like I still sometimes have problems with the way that I'm filming, and like I have even higher standards and even better equipment I want to use and even better aesthetic, but I just know that I'm being called to do this work and that I have to start where I'm at right now with the resources and materials I have available to me. So that's a message for you, is start right now where you are with what you have and with the resources and materials that are available to you. And you know what? Sometimes when you have limits, you can make work that is the most creative. It can be the most creative. Sometimes even your best work you make. In fact, one of my videos that has the most views on it is one where like everything's all shaky and like I don't even have a tripod. So there's irony sometimes in just starting in the beginning with nothing. So I do see maybe this goal for some of you guys in this card, you chose it and you're attracted to it, is because maybe this dream you have has to do with like acquiring a certain amount of wealth, or getting to a certain level in your life, or having financial freedom or something like that, or perhaps a free lifestyle, or it could even be something that has to do with career or something. And so I'm definitely seeing messages about what needs to be done here. And the first thing is this card here that's talking about judgment. Now, I think that this card is coming out to tell you not to compare yourself to others. This is saying that everyone is on their own path. Everyone is kind of on like a different level in life. So maybe you're looking at people who've already achieved the things you want to achieve and there's frustration there, or it doesn't feel fair, or you're thinking, I don't have the certain advantages that they've had, so I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to get this. But sometimes you don't see what's happening behind the scenes in certain people's lives. You never know like what their karma is, what their trauma is, why they came here, what their mission and purpose is. And so, you know, everyone has different advantages and different disadvantages. We're all, you know, given a certain hand of cards to play in life, and yours might look kind of crappy and someone else might look better, but at the end of the day, it's all about how you play them. So this is reminding you that everyone is on their own path, including you, and everyone has favor of the Spirit and blessing of the Spirit, and abundance is your birthright. So this is about letting go of the past, something that's going to help you move forward. I see a message about letting go of subconscious negative beliefs. Maybe you think, well, because I grew up poor, I'm always going to be poor, or because I was born into this certain place or into this certain situation that this is all I'm good for, or people who were like me, this is all they usually can do, or only wealthy people or privileged people or trust fund babies get to go off and do this or that, or because of the man, and the man always getting me down, I can't move forward. So, you know what I'm saying? Those mindsets are things that play over and over like tapes in our head. I call them our tapes. So you gotta analyze your tapes. What are you telling yourself in your head? What beliefs do you have that are holding you back? Something that's helped me is affirmations. I went from broke as a joke to living in infinite abundance and traveling the world in complete freedom in just 3 years. And one of the biggest things I attribute to that success is, cliche as it sounds, meditations and affirmations. The way that you get those negative subconscious beliefs in your head is basically through brainwashing. You know, there could have been someone in your life, like your parents or teachers or the friends you grew up with or the community you grew up in, and they were telling you things like this, things that you heard in the media, beliefs that you just picked up. You know, our brains sometimes can be like a sponge, especially when you're an empath. Some of these thoughts and beliefs you have in your head, they might not even be yours. You might have just accepted it unconsciously when you were growing up. And so you get to decide what you want to believe. You get to decide how you want to program your mind. You can program your mind like a computer for success. You want to get rid of all of those viruses, you know, in your brain so that you can run a better program. You need to update. You need to update that program in your mind. So I love affirmations. I'm going to be putting some up on my channel because I just got some new equipment for it. Yes, so thankful for that. But for now, I'm going to send you over to Jason Stevenson's YouTube channel. His affirmations really helped me. I would suggest doing his affirmations for health, wealth, and happiness. Maybe doing his affirmations for confidence or for self-love. Excuse me. I love his I am beautiful affirmations. Those have really helped me with my confidence. So, you know, brainwashing yourself into believing things that actually support you and that actually, you know, make you feel like you can do it, because everything starts in our brain. Everything starts with our thoughts. Your thoughts really do become your reality. So that's going to help you, okay? And it's not about perfection. It's just about, you know, doing better. Just doing a little bit better every day. Of course, what's going on in your mind is going to be one of the biggest things, but there's going to be a point where you're going to have to take action. You can say all the affirmations and do all the meditations and do yoga and be like super spiritual and be all like, you know, whatever. But if you don't actually do something in the 3D, if you don't actually ground this energy, nothing's going to happen. So it's got to be this coupling of your logic and your intuition. So this is saying, you know, faith will help, but also getting on this path for your dreams. So it's going to take you making like a simple action plan. Maybe you just need to write down the steps. Start with where you want to be and work your way backwards. So it's like, okay, I want to be a millionaire, something like that. Well, what needs to happen before that? You know, oh, maybe I need to have something, a product or service I'm selling that's going to get me there. Okay, then what type of product or service do you want to sell? Well, here's some ideas. Okay, well, which one do I like the most? Well, maybe I need to try all of these and experiment with them and see which one I like. Okay, well, maybe I need to educate myself on that and like pick the one I want. Okay, so where do you go from there? How do you get the education? Oh, well, you might need to go to school or hire someone to help you or read books. Oh, how are you going to get the money to do that? Oh, maybe I need to get a job that will support me to do that. Oh, my job right now, it kind of sucks. I am stressed and it's not paying very much and I don't have a lot of time. Well, maybe I need to look through for another one. Maybe in order to get that job, I'm going to have to get a training or certification so I can get paid a little bit more, so I could have a good day job, so that part-time I could actually, you know what I mean? And like work your way all the way backwards, like every little step, and like you'll get to where you're at right now and you'll have that first little baby step in front of you. This is also saying trust your mind. You can come up with the ideas. You can come up with the way. You can carve your own path. It doesn't matter how you get there. Like, you just got to take a certain path. Everyone has a different path up the mountain, you know? So that's where the laughter comes in. You might laugh realizing, oh my gosh, this is what I could have done all along. Like, I was sitting here waiting for something to happen when I realized, like, I am the opportunity. I do create my opportunities. Also, you're not going to have to do it alone. This is saying somewhere along this path, you will probably be connected with you know, someone that's very significant, business partner, or maybe somebody in love. Maybe your big dream is to find someone in love you can connect with. So maybe you can apply these techniques to manifesting love as well. But there's someone coming in your life who will be very instrumental in you achieving this dream. But, you know, don't wait for this person before you get started. The last message for you is embrace your weirdness. You know, sometimes the things that you feel like are the weirdest things about you are actually a key to your gifts and talents. So I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, what do you need to do to get to your dream? So we've got this card here. This is the Temperance card that you chose, all right? And so maybe you chose this card because something that you're working on right now in your life is being open to divine timing. This is the Patience card, all right? And I love how it says here in the book, you will come to see the wisdom in waiting. Being patient, punctual, and acting with precise timing could determine your success. So it's kind of like knowing when to jump and like when to go for your dreams, and also when to kind of hold back, when to rest, when to reflect. Okay, this next card here is talking about a tower moment. Maybe recently in your life there has been some type of loss or some type of trauma, or it could feel like things are kind of falling down all apart all around you. And so this might be a message telling you, look, yes, you have this dream and you've committed yourself to it, and maybe currently you're feeling kind of guilty because you're like, I haven't really been making a lot of progress. but maybe this thing right here is bringing you part of what you've asked for, taking you to that path. A couple years ago, I decided that I didn't want to live in Los Angeles anymore, and that I wanted to travel the world. And at the time, you know, I was living in Los Angeles. I was loving my life, but I was just like, I feel stuck here and I want to see the world, and like, I want to like travel, you know, before I'm 30, I want to see the world. And that was like my goal. I just felt really stuck. And so I started praying about it, manifesting it, like doing some manifestation techniques, learning about the law of attraction, and just started kind of messing around with that. Well, a couple months after I did that, my husband got in a car accident and all this crap went down. I've told this story on my channel so many times because now I look back and I just think the whole thing is so random, crazy, synchronistic, and even kind of funny. At the time it was horrible though. And then my bird died. I mean, it was so sad. Like, I loved my bird. It was like my child. And so I pretty much lost everything, and we had to move back to the suburbs. And I was just so over everything and just felt so lost. And then I felt like, great, now I'm never going to get to my dream. And long story short, because all of that happened, we were able to kind of rearrange our life in a completely different way that allowed us to be able to save up and to get on the path to travel. And here I am now. I've been traveling the world for like almost 18 months now, and I'm still going, and I'm absolutely loving it, and my situation has completely changed. And I look back now and I'm like, if that car accident hadn't happened, if my bird hadn't passed away, if we hadn't decided to just screw it and move back to the suburbs and make changes, then none of that would have ever happened. So sometimes when everything comes crashing around you, and like if things seems like everything's falling apart and it seems like bad things are happening, I mean, you got to really realize, yes, you do create your own reality. So some of this you create. And so, you know, being able to take control and make good decisions while this is happening is a good idea, of course. But sometimes some of these things that happen are out of our control, and it could just be the universe realigning you. I have this little note I wrote myself for like my personal deck, and it says, sometimes what appears to be a slowdown, a stop, or a delay in your path could really be a shortcut to your dreams, you know? So it's not your job to figure it out, it's your job to welcome it. So lately you've just been making space to kind of welcome in these changes in your life, so you've kind of had to put this dream on the back burner. Just know that even if it feels like you're getting sidetracked from your dreams right now, you're actually still on the path, and all of this is part of it, even if it doesn't make sense right now. So what do you need to do? I'm seeing a big message here about maybe you need to move somewhere to better position yourself for this dream. Let's say that you want to be an actor or something, but you're living in the middle of nowhere. It might make sense if you have that dream of being in the movies or on Broadway or whatever, that you actually move to that place so you have those opportunities. First, you might need to come up with the means to be able to make that move happen. So this is you right now coming up with ideas, ways to make extra income, whether it's like a side hustle or getting 2 jobs or getting a certification so you could get like a kind of a temporary better job. Like, it's kind of like moving things around so you can bring in more abundance in your life and be able to make this move happen. If this doesn't require you to move somewhere, this dream, this could be talking about movement forward and extra income providing that. That's actually interesting because we talked about that in number 1 a little bit, about how sometimes feeling like I don't have any money can hold you back from being able to pursue your dream. But so if that's the case, then that's where you need to start, is with creating ways to make more money. And where there's a will, there's a way, you guys. 100%, literally, you got to stay dedicated to it, but you're not stuck, you know, because of this situation. So this is just being honest with yourself and where you're at, you know, being honest, having compassion for yourself, realizing that your current situation does not dictate your final destination, and then listening to your truth. If you're not happy with the situation you're in and you have a higher dream, then you can work to achieve it. So I hope that these messages resonate with you. Overall, I kind of feel this message for you, like what you need to do is just kind of let this happen. And then when you're ready, you can move forward to create more abundance to get you on that path. So thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message. So the card that you chose is the 8 of Wands. And maybe you're attracted to this card because of some of its symbolism. This card is actually talking about signals. Like, you might be receiving signs it's time for you to move forward with this dream right now, or signs that this dream, this manifestation really is coming through for you. This is also a card that's talking about taking immediate action. So this is telling you to initiate this opportunity, not to sit back and wait for it to come to you, but for you to make it happen. So this is saying, make that call, act on that new idea. It's time for you to respond to this dream, to this idea in a direct way possible. So communication. I see the Hangman here. It's like you, look at dreams. Dreams is coming out. The Hangman is here, and this is kind of where you've been at in your dreams. You've been kind of just holding back and kind of focusing on other things, and that's okay. Maybe you've just been in a couple months, or maybe a year or a couple years of just kind of wanting to be in the moment and kind of just soak in where you're at. But this is a card that's telling you it's time to go now. The energy is in alignment for you. So what do you need to do? Well, first of all, I'm getting this message about letting go of the people, places, situations, and habits that don't serve you. For some people, this is an emphasis on people. There could be people around you that are kind of pulling you into lower energy or draining your energy, so you don't feel like you have the energy to move towards your dreams. And this happened to me in the past. I used to connect with people that kind of indulged an addiction I used to have with gossip or drama and chaos. And so I surrounded myself with this and with people like this, and it just distracted me from focusing on like what I wanted to achieve in my life and my dreams. So sometimes certain people kind of bring out bad aspects of you. So start realizing who your yes people are and who your no people are, and start distancing yourself a little bit from the no people. I think you'll be shocked with how much energy you actually have after you distance yourself from people like that. Next, this is also talking about your body or your vessel. Maybe you felt stuck because your body or your vessel is tired or clogged or something. So this could be talking about avoiding processed foods and processed sugars, and eating lots of healthy greens and fruits and vegetables, and drinking lots of water, and making sure you're stretching and you're exercising and you're, conditioning your body for success. That can help you if you're feeling foggy or confused in your brain. If you get your vessel in alignment, your mind and your spirit will follow, because we're holistic beings. And so this is talking about letting go of bad habits, letting go of addictions, once again, people, places, situations that no longer serve you. So maybe that's the first step you can take. Maybe it's just taking action to prime your energy and prime your surroundings to be ready. It's not about perfection and waiting until we're absolutely perfect and in the right space to start on the dream. Sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith, even if everything isn't perfect. But this is telling you that you can align your energy and you have the power to do so. This is talking about freedom. Maybe something you're lacking is inspiration right now. And this is saying maybe like you kind of got off the path with your dream or felt stuck for a while because you haven't been feeling inspired. So maybe spend some time doing whatever it is that makes you feel inspired. For me, that's traveling. This horse is talking about travel. Maybe you want to travel and visit some new places, or go out into nature, or go into museums, or read new books, or surround yourself with different music, or reading or listening to inspiring stories, or meeting new people. Whatever it is that inspires you, I definitely see a message about surrounding yourself with that. And this also says you can let go of the people that don't serve you tenderly, in a way that's, just kind of gentle. It doesn't have to be this big drama. So ultimately I see you in a transition right now. You're in a transition about to like really make it happen with this dream or with these dreams, but it's just about kind of priming your energy and getting ready right now. So I hope that this reading, excuse me, I hope that this reading resonates with you. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out.